Well, it happened. We made it out to Puddle Lake to try our luck with a little bit of winter fishing. So out here hoping to catch a natural brook trout and cook it. Maybe not on a campfire this time, but maybe on a stove. So that's Woodbeard in the background there, working away. And he's brought his snow trekker tent. So we're out here for a couple of days. Chris has got a couple of plans, and if you want to see all of his footage, you should pop over to his channel, and I'll link that in the description. And what I am up to is, I guess, sleeping on my first bough bed in the winter, sleeping in a tent for the first time in the winter, and hopefully catching some brook trout while I'm at it. Alright, so starting with this base, then what I'll do is lay a tarp over this and a wool blanket over the tarp, and then I have 2 sleeping bags, so I'll probably nest one sleeping bag inside the other, or maybe I'll just put one sleeping bag fully underneath me, because the coldest part of this is going to be the ice that's underneath us, and this is not, we have a limited amount of time, so this is not as lofty as it could or should be maybe. But we'll see how the first night goes. So that's my bed where I slept last night. So the spruce boughs, tarp, wool blanket, 2 sleeping bags, and an air mattress. And it stayed all warm all night, even though we're just camped out right on the flat ice. So this is the snow trekker tent that Woodbeard picked up, which is pretty nice. I'm just going to back out to the door here. See, it's got a little bit of space, great little stove, and I haven't been showing any of these fish catching on camera, but Woodbeard's going to have a lot of those in his video, but you can see we're just one shy of our limit here. So we've passed one night, and we're on our first morning here. It's really windy. If you listen, look at the hills up there. You can see the trees are really moving around. It's been sleeting. They're calling for +3 and maybe some rain this afternoon, maybe some snow after that. And then tomorrow morning we'll hike out of here. So we were 5 hours coming in, and the last part of that was coming down that big hill. Not right there, but over in a different spot. So I think a big part of our day is just going to be getting all of our gear back up there, but hopefully we'll be lighter going out. We will have eaten a lot of our food. We won't have had basically 2 gallons of minnows coming in, so that's pretty heavy, and that kind of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. We'll maybe cook up some of those trout this afternoon too. I think part of the trouble is this hook's really dull.
Sharpen it up.
Might have to sharpen it up. I think that minnow is still there though. Let's turn it off maybe.
What are you gonna say? You gonna sharpen it up?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the hook had a hard time hooking that minnow, so we'll get some of it out. So that's what we'll do.
I haven't.
That's a bit. That'll be a bit better. Everybody, you get hooked twice. Fish. Need one more. that's the Wooded Beardsman's tip-up. One that he's been using for 15 years, he said. Talks a lot about it on his channel, so if you want to get details about how to make them or use them, or just see them catch a whole lot of fish, that's the place to go. There's a bit of weight there. This one's just been sitting idle, but it's been a big producer for us, so we have to check it. Still got its minnow. I'll leave it for a few minutes and see. Oh, there's a tug. Snagged. Gonna have to break that one, I think. I think the minnow's gone too.
Gotta teach you how to fish soon.
Yeah. There it is. Little Puddle Lake speckled trout, a brookie. You see it in there though? It's not really about me, it's about this pancake. What are we on? Day 2. Caught lots of nice fish, including one that is just over 14 inches. And we are trying to eat all of our food so we don't have to carry it out. So we'll probably do a little fish cook up later with some of those fish. And right now we are eating some really good gluten-free pancakes. And there are goat ribs that have been simmering in here for about 2 hours. So we'll probably finish them on this frying pan after we cook pancakes. And season them up a bit.
Still on, still recording. Close up your pancake.
Look at these guys. Their colors have worn off a little bit. But these are pretty nice trout. That one, that's the big one I caught. Just over 14 inches. That's probably the biggest speckled trout I ever caught. That is a beauty. Biggest one we've caught in this lake. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few here that are much bigger. Not quite so pretty on the other side. The other side is perfect. Get some butter on there. And we'll do a little splash of maple syrup. Even though I'm trying not to eat too much sugar right now. It's not refined sugar. There it is. Hey, it's pretty fluffy. That's all right. It's kind of a weird first course to goat ribs, but it'll do. Good. It's getting to be the evening. It's almost supper time on our one full day here on Puddle Lake. So we had a good day of fishing. Lines are pretty steady all morning, and good size range of fish, mostly little guys, but one really nice one, as you have seen already. So that was for me, that's a big success to come in here and catch some fish and experience a couple new things. So the spruce bough bed, comfortable. I'm a little bit worried about tonight because we've got some water accumulation from the heat of the stove and slush, and we had rain today as well, so we had pretty much all the mix of precipitation that you could get. So we'll see how tonight passes. We'll probably plan to start going home fairly early in the day because we do have a really long hike, and hopefully our sleighs are lighter going out, but they might be heavier because of the wetness of everything. We have a pretty good supper on the stove there, so as mentioned earlier, these are the goat ribs that we're boiling, and then I pan fried them with a little bit of butter just to finish them. And that's a pot of rice, so that's boiling up in the stock of the goat ribs. So we got a pretty small space here, but we've got stuff hanging to dry. We've got gear lying around out of the elements. Woodbeard working away on his script. There is the almost twin to my camera. It's kind of weird to look at it through this one because they're so darn similar. And we'll do an update in the morning. We'll see how the night goes, and maybe get some footage of our hike out if we're not too tired to set the cameras up. Well, we're up and at her. Passed a pretty warm night in the tent because we actually had to re-rig our chimney, so now we're straight up and down instead of horizontal. We got smoked out pretty bad, but once we fixed the chimney up, we were able to keep a fire going and stay warm through the night. So all packed up. The sun is just hitting the tops of the trees over to the east here, which means that within the hour, or within the half hour maybe, we should be in full sun on our part of the lake. But as soon as we get all of our stuff packed up, we're going to start our big walk out. So this might be a wrap. We didn't end up cooking that fish. We were so busy eating all of our other food that we're packing it out for another meal, and we'll see. I'll put a little bit of footage of us climbing hills and things maybe. We'll be about five hours at least getting out of here, I think. Although the snow conditions are crustier than before, which I think means we'll be able to pull faster. Thanks for joining in.